Yeah, I am Father John Webootsa. I am a Kenyan and I work in Kenya. I studied in Lima for 4 years and I worked in Eritrea for almost 3.5 years, almost 4 years. And I came back to Kenya. And the last 8 years I've been working in the slums of Korogocha. Korogocha is one of the 4 biggest slums in Kenya. And the majority of the people of Nairobi actually live in the slums. And actually these slums are meant to be left to exist politically because they are used by leaders for their own gain. For example, in the slums is where you see we have a lot of proliferation of arms, a lot of buying and selling of drugs. The criminals who are used, they stay in the slums. So they live a very difficult situation deliberately because the government does not want to put infrastructure there that can make a life better. Because if their life improves, they will not be doing this, the crime that they're doing. For instance, now, in a population of about 100,000 people, we do not have any government health facility. Now we have a clinic which is actually serving both for maternal help and also for first aid, but the government does not put a health facility there. We have got only 2 public schools. All the other schools are private schools. They're called informal schools. So the government is not keen to develop these places because they want to use them, because from them they get cheap labor. These people go to work in houses as house helps, or in factories, or in shops, or they work as guards. And I can say they're treated as second or third class citizens. And something very interesting is 5 kilometers from where we are, we have a very rich estate that is there. People live really a good life, but they are not even affected in seeing others are suffering. And our presence there is more of also doing advocacy. We are from the slums of Korogocha. We are coordinating 26 parishes in the slums of Nairobi and also other parts of Kenya to be able to get justice for the people of the slums. For instance, to ensure they can have a security of tenure for the land, because many of them have been living as squatters for more than 40 years. Also, to ensure that their children have access to education, or they also have access to justice. That's also another very big problem, because many of them cannot afford to pay the lawyers. So they lose many of their cases because they cannot afford to get a lawyer. So it is easy to exploit them because they are weak in all ways. So we have a justice center that ensures that there are pro bono lawyers. Of course, these lawyers are not pro bono because we look for support somewhere to pay them so they can support the people of the slums to access justice. And in a day, we normally have about 30 cases every day people come to report. And we also try to work with other organizations to bring these people together because they've been so divided. For instance, like now, many politicians prefer to divide them. You know, if people are united, you cannot exploit them. But if they're divided, you can use them. For instance, last week we had a very big rally. Last week of the opposition, and many people who were there were from the slums, and they were given about $10, 10 or less dollars to go to attend that rally. So if anything could have happened, the majority are people from the slums, so they're normally used by the politicians. And we're also trying to enable them or to make them aware that they should not accept to be used by politicians and by any means. Anyway, I could have said more.